Hi, first let's sum it up. So, the psychopathic and the sociopathic women are provocative. They provoke people, they make them angry on purpose. The psychopathic men also provoke people, they want to make them angry on purpose. The sociopathic men um, they do not provoke. Their aggressive behavior can be the result of someone's wrong behavior. And the narcissistic men, they never threat, they never use physical abuse, but they yell and humiliate, but again, in response of someone's wrong behavior. And the narcissistic women, they yell, they humiliate, and as they are very emotional, they can punish their kids physically. You see, the emotional condition of women depends on the day of the menstrual period. Sometimes on some days it's very difficult to provoke a woman, to make her angry, but on some days it's very easy to do. So narcissistic when narcissistic women deal with men, they do not provoke them. They can start yelling or humiliated only in response of man's wrong behavior. But if they deal with kids and kids provoke them, so they can start using the physical punishment. And I will tell you one story. It's about the Ukrainian family. They are the friends of my friend. So a small boy provoked his mom, and she couldn't control her anger, and she used the physical punishment. But with the dad, he was good, and his father never understood why his wife thinks that her boy is so bad. So what happened in this family? A man, threatened his wife with physical abuse, or maybe he yelled at her. So when a child sees that a man yells or threatens a woman, he realizes that in his immature head, a child thinks that if he yells or threatens, maybe he is right, and maybe she's not right, she's wrong, maybe it's her mistake. And then he starts his behavior, or she starts her behavior against the victim. So that is why this child provoked her mom. And I believe that maybe this man also threatened his son, because when children witness the aggressive behavior of a man against them, they do not behave bad with dads. They do not provoke them because they are afraid of them. But they start hurting those who are weaker than them. So, and now see the situation. So, father is strong and he is afraid of a father subconsciously. He doesn't realize it. So the father is good because he's afraid of the father, and the father don't have any reasons to punish him physically. He provokes his mom, and mom can't express her anger in a healthy way, so she punishes him physically. So the father is good, the mother is bad. And the mother understands that he needs a psychologist or a counselor, somebody to work with him, but the father doesn't see any problems. He believes that his son is absolutely normal. Then the son goes to school and he starts hurting those who are weaker than him. And again, at school, he is provided a psychologist. But again, the mother understands why, but the father doesn't understand why. He believes that the problem is not connected with his son. He believes that the problem is connected with the teachers and other people at school who don't understand his son. And now I will move to my personal example. So when my daughter became a narcissist due to her grandma, because her grandma humiliated her, I didn't see any changes in her behavior. I just started noticing the changes when she started humiliating her brother. But at that moment, I didn't see any changes. But when she saw the aggressive behavior of her father against me, she started provoking me. And in this case, when a child observes, it can be the aggressive behavior against any woman. And in this case, children understand that they can do the same. So they can provoke any woman, not only mom, but a teacher as well. Because she went to preschool, and one day I came to pick her up, and a teacher told me, a preschool teacher told me, there were just a few students instead of the group of students, and I believed it would be easier for me to deal with kids, but in fact it was even more difficult because your daughter's behavior was uncontrolled. So, and I just suspect that she started behaving with that teacher as she behaved with me. She started provoking her. She started bugging her. And now, I forgot about one more situation. Usually, the psychoanalysts believe that the crucial age when all personality disorders start, 1 year old, 2 years old, and 3 years old. But as my experience showed, even 4 years old, this age is also crucial, because my son was humiliated with the aggressive behavior of his grandma, and his behavior changed after that moment. He was 4 years old, and when we came to Canada, my older daughter was still 4 years old. And once we were in a car, And my husband started yelling at me because of my poor driving. Poor driving. And my daughter started defending me. She started protecting me. And then he redirected his anger against her. And he started yelling at her that you are small, you don't have any right to interfere, and so on. After that moment, he never yelled at her. But that moment was just crucial. She um, she was scared at that moment, and at that moment she acquired another ingredient of the sociopathy. So at this moment my daughter has two ingredients of the sociopathy. She subconsciously she is afraid of her dad. She can't say no to him. She is free to tell whatever to me. She is free to say no to me, but she can't say no to her dad. And such people, they grovel before those who are stronger, but they hurt those who are weaker than them, because she starts provoking her brother. Anytime she can hit him or push him secretly. So in our family, that's really a very big problem. And now let's sum it up. When children from 1 to 4 years old, they observe the aggressive behavior of a man against any woman, they start provoking any woman. It can be mom, aunt, teacher. So they use, it can be one person, or there can be several people, so it depends. If they observe the aggressive behavior against their siblings, they start bugging, they start annoying that sibling, and that sibling will be always guilty. So this person, this small kid, who observed this, he will do something secretly, and he or she will be good and nice for the parents. But that small child who just can't express anger in a healthy way, he will or she will fight openly, and he or she will be always physically punished by a parent. So it will be just the position between two fires. And if they are victims by themselves, if these children already experienced the threat with the physical abuse, the yelling that scared them, actually men's yelling, not women's, men's yelling, or they already were physically punished, they will grovel before those who are stronger, and in their presence they will not do anything bad, but they will do everything secretly, but they will always hurt those who are weaker than them. And now I will tell you how to get rid of the sociopathy. If you just realize that your behavior can be cruel, so So first, the first step is to realize that your behavior is wrong. The second step to realize that this wrong behavior is connected with the aggressive behavior of your father when you were small. And the third step, to write down all those examples when your father's behavior was aggressive. So, if this aggressive behavior was directed against your mom, aunt, or other woman, if this aggressive behavior was directed against your sibling, if this aggressive behavior was directed against you, was this the threat, was this the yelling, was this the physical punishment? So you just need as many examples as possible. This tool works only with the adults. It doesn't work with children and young teenagers. For example, my daughter, who is 12 years old, she doesn't remember her father's aggressive behavior. Maybe when she experienced that aggressive yelling in the car, that situation just blocked her memory because she doesn't remember a lot what happened before 4 years old. She doesn't remember her life in Ukraine. So it's possible to get rid of the sociopathy if you remember all cases of father's rude behavior in the childhood. So if, for example, you deal with a person who provokes you, you also can try to do something. You should talk with this person. For example, you should be absolutely calm and speak with a calm, in a calm voice. This person should see the difference between you in the past and you now. So, and you should talk in a calm voice and just describe the behavior of this person. Or you are provoking me now. You want to make me angry on purpose. Um, do not you feel any fear? Do you like when I yell at you or threaten you? Why do you think you don't experience, you do not feel any fear? Maybe it is connected with the aggressive behavior of your father when you were a child. Maybe you can just remember some situations. Maybe your father was rude with your mother or any other woman, close woman, or maybe your father was rude with you, or maybe your father was rude with your siblings. By the way, when children, girls, start dating with boys early, it is just because they saw the sex of their parents. In the childhood, I had a friend who started dating with the boys when she was 13 years old. And there were four of them in the family, a mother, father, and two girls, two sisters. But it was just only one room in their apartment. And all of them uh, slept in that one room. So it was just obvious that those girls could see the sex. Uh, so it is another ingredient of the sociopathy. So if your wife cheat on you, you can talk to her just again in a calm voice. Remember, maybe you just remember something from your childhood. Maybe you saw the sex between your parents, or maybe you saw the father naked, the naked father, and you were scared at that moment. So it's possible to get rid of the sociopathy when people just realize they should realize that their behavior is wrong. They should realize the connection between their current behavior and the father's behavior when they were children, and remember all cases, all examples of the wrong behavior of their father. Thank you. Bye bye.